first thing I'm going to do is prime my eye. I do have a piece of tape already lined up here, and I prefer to do that because it's a really nice guard for a crisp line and it makes things a little bit easy. So yeah, anywho, I'm gonna go ahead and take the e.l.f. Eyelid primer, and this is in sheer. I'm gonna put that like all over my lid, all the way to my brows. Now I'm gonna take a brush and blend that out a bit, make sure it's like applied evenly everywhere here, and get it right along my brows. Okay, so what I'm gonna go ahead and do next is take a concealer that's incredibly light. This one is from MAC. It is the Select Coverup, and it is in the shade NW15. I hope my camera can focus. Maybe. It just wants to find my face. No big deal. Anywho, this is like super potent. Like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. So I'm literally applying a very, very small amount. I hope you guys can see this right here on the back of my hand. That is like, I believe, all I'm gonna need for this. What I'm gonna do is take a angled brush here. I'm gonna grab a little bit of that product, and I'm going to carve out my brows underneath. So I'm gonna take the Urban Decay Electric palette, and I'm gonna grab a shade in here called Jilted. And Jilted is this beautiful shade right here. This is gonna go in my crease and above my crease. So I'm gonna kind of play around with it a little bit and bring it up and above. I want to have complete fun with this. What I'm going to go ahead and do next is take a big fat brush, and I'm going to kind of go back and forth a bit to soften it. So what I'm going to go ahead and do next is I'm going to take a black cream. This is going to be a little bit tricky, so if you have an eyeliner that's really soft and creamy, that may work best for you. If you're really skilled with gel or cream liners, very, very quickly apply it and then blend it. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a black cream eyeshadow. This is from NARS, and it's called Zardos. And I'm assuming it's an eyeshadow. It might be a liner. However, I threw away my box, and the packaging does not say so. It just has the name. And then of course like your standard company information. So I'm gonna grab a little bit of that. And I'm going to apply it basically all over my mobile lid. So I'm gonna go in with a brush here. It's a pointed brush, and I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of blend that out. It's not gonna be incredibly dark, which is fine. But as you guys can see, it blends pretty nicely. So, got that going on here. What I'm gonna go ahead and do next is I am gonna take a color from the Urban Decay Naked Basics palette, and this is in the shade Crave. Crave is like the dark, it's like almost black. In my opinion, it's more of like a brown black, but closer to black than brown. So I'm gonna grab a little bit of that. It's just gonna help with the look. And I'm gonna take that same brush here that I used to blend everything, and I'm gonna go ahead and apply it right on top of that cream. Again, it does not have to be perfect, guys. We will be blending it, so. Okay, so you guys can see that it's coming along. Okay, so here's where we're gonna have some fun. I'm gonna take a brush, and you guys can already see I blended the other eye out with it. I'm going to blend that black and that purple, like that pink purple, together a bit. So that way there's no harsh lines. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab another shade in this palette, and this one is called Urban. And Urban is a bright, freaking, in-your-face purple. So we're gonna grab some of that, and it's gonna go right on top of the black. So again, I'm leaving the center part bare. And of course we're gonna be blending, so story of my life, blend, blend, blend. I'm gonna go ahead and take that same blending brush that I used earlier to blend the two, and you guessed it, I'm gonna blend where they meet. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do my highlight before I do the glitter. So for the highlight, I am going to use a shade from the Naked Basics, and the shade is called Walk of Shame, and it's right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this with a big, fat, fluffy brush. And I am gonna bring a little bit down into the pink only because I wanna soften it a bit more. We need both eyes to be even, you know? Sometimes I just get carried away. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply that pretty heavily, to be honest. And then of course I'm gonna be going back and forth and blending a bit. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab another blending brush real fast, and I'm just gonna kind of soften where they meet. Like so. Now, I will be taking this, and this is the e.l.f. Glitter Primer. It's like $2. Just like your standard eyeshadow kind of brush. And I'm going to put this on the center of the lid here. So I'm gonna just pat it. We're gonna go in with a glitter. For the glitter, I'm gonna use a Moondust from Urban Decay. So the moon shadow that I am using is called Solstice, and it's like a beautiful like mauve purple to teal shift. It's freaking gorgeous. And I'm gonna go ahead and go in with that same eyeshadow brush. I'm gonna pat it right on top. And I don't know why I have this like random fallout on my nose. I don't know where that came from. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and pat that right on top here. Now what I'm gonna go ahead and do is blend a little bit here. So I'm gonna take just a crease brush. I'm gonna grab a little bit more of Urban, which was the deep purple shade. And I'm gonna go in on the outer edge here. Into the crease. And a little bit on the inner corner. We want that to look kind of faded and gradual. Oh, isn't that neat? Like, I like it a lot. Seriously, like, I am being such a girly girl right now, but it's a lot of fun, so. Okay, so what I'm gonna go ahead and do next, guys, NARS and Zardos, or cream liner, whatever it is. And just to show you guys this eye right here, I'm gonna do a very, very slight cat eye. Just a very, very little wing, nothing big, because again, like I feel like the center of the eyelid should be attracting everything. And I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'm gonna apply a little bit underneath along my tape, and I'll probably come back for that. But let me go ahead and do the wing, and I'll be right back. So, as you guys can see, I went ahead and just lined my top line, leaving the bottom empty for right now. It's incredibly subtle because I wanted to keep the eyelashes, you know, like the eyelashes and the glitter are gonna be what really like makes this sultry. Other than that, it just looks kind of bold and a little bit out there. So what I am using for lashes, this is, I don't know where I got this. I've had these for a while, and this is the first time I've used them. It's from Onyx, New York, and they're spider lashes, and this is in 004. So that is what I'm using, along with a duo eyelash adhesive. So, or wait, not duo, sorry, I apologize. This is Ardell Lash Grip, and this is in black. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply these. I'm not very good at doing that on camera either. Before I do apply these, I'm just gonna use my e.l.f. mascara just to give you a heads up, because I'm failing at this tutorial right now. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Mascara. When that dries, I will be applying that eyelash. Whew, okay, so that was a fiasco, but I got them on, and it took a few tries, so that's why I didn't really want to record it, because I knew it would be troublesome. What I'm going to go ahead and do next is take that same NARS cream liner eyeshadow, and I'm going to apply some on the lower half of my eye. So I'm going to try and like have it meet up with my eyeliner. And then, I didn't bring it all the way in, but what I am going to do is I'm going to take a little brush and kind of smudge it. Now this little brush has a little bit of that purple shade from earlier on it, Urban. So I'm going to grab a little bit more of Jilted, which was the first like bright pink purple shade we used. And I'm going to go ahead and put that a little bit more on the inner corner here for some definition. Then I'm going to go ahead and line my waterline. I'm using a Revlon liner. This is the Luxurious Color in Black Velvet. And I'm going to go ahead and line real fast. I'm going to go ahead and use the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Mascara for my lower lashes. Okay, so what I'm going to go ahead and do next is obviously concealer. I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Illuminaughty highlighting and concealing pen because it's actually amazing and it's super cheap. Like, it's amazing. It is amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that kind of in like a, I don't know, like kind of like a triangle, but I'm bridging out as I do this. And then I'm going to take a damp beauty blender. I do apologize, it looks a little dirty. I used it for foundation on one side, concealer on the other. So I'm going to go ahead and set the concealer using the e.l.f. HD Powder Perfect Finish. And what this is going to do is it's going to help not only set it, but it's going to give it like a soft focus finish. Can you guys see that? Like, it looks a little white right now. It really does. But after using the blush and everything, it really does come together. Obviously, you're going to want to contour. For that, I'm using two different products. I'm going to use the e.l.f. Foundation Palette, and I'm using a MAC Mineralize Skinfinish in Medium Deep. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Taking the e.l.f. palette, I am using this shade right here. I'm going to put it on a kind of pointed flat brush. This is the Zoeva Face Curve brush. I keep forgetting what this one's called. And I'm going to go ahead and just carve out my cheeks and apply it along the edge of my face and my forehead. Now I do have clips in. I'm going to be putting on my wig. I'm going to go ahead and take that beauty blender. You know the drill. Blend everything away. I'm going to go ahead and apply that Mineralized Skin Finish Natural or whatever in Medium Deep. So this is just going to help set the cream contour and add a little bit more bronzing on the sides of my face and my chin. Awesome. So when you're satisfied with that, blush and highlighter, the best, right? Like, this is the best part of makeup. You must shine for the gods. So, or God, you know, what have you. And I am going to use, for blush, this is a bit bold, but obviously the eyes are bold. So, I mean, why not? This is from Tarte. It's in the shade Flush. It is the Amazonian Clay 12 Hour blush, and it's kind of like a blue toned pink. And I kind of felt like with the pink on the eyes, like, don't ask, okay? I know it's gonna look crazy, and the best thing about makeup is there's no rules. So I'm gonna just do whatever I want. And I kind of feel like it'll help cool down that bronzer as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply a little bit of that here. All right, when you're happy with your blush that you got going on, go ahead and do your highlight. For that, I am using a Mineralize Skinfinish in Soft and Gentle from MAC. So this bad boy is tried and true. Like, we've been together for a very, very long time. So I love it because it's kind of like a porcelain pink in the sense of like very light, soft, beigey pink, and then you have some gold deposited throughout it. So I'll take a fan brush here. I'm gonna grab a good amount of product and yup. Oh, that's like super shiny. Look at my shiny nose. It is so shiny, like, okay, can we just, whatever. So I'm gonna grab a little bit more and put it on my chin. This thing is a beast. And time for the lipstick. And I'm gonna use a MAC lip liner, and this is in Subculture. So I'm gonna line the entirety of my lips, fill it in just a little bit, and then I will be going over it with a gloss. So I went ahead and filled in my lips. Now I'm gonna top it off with a lip gloss from e.l.f. This is in Scott, and it's one of the extra lip glosses. Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah, this is the finished look. It was really fun to create for you guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed it just as much as I enjoyed making it for you. And yeah, so if you've been around for a while, hey, thanks for coming back. If you're new to my channel, thanks for watching. I greatly appreciate it. And if any of you guys liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. That's awesome. It doesn't hurt, but it totally helps. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.